Let's discuss something that the internet frequently does. It chooses a woman, loudly labels her, and then keeps repeating that name until people forget that it was ever unfair in the first place. This time, it's 56-year-old Catherine Bell, and some people on the internet are calling her too bold, too much, or worse. I'll explain why that kind of chatter spreads so quickly and why it's actually a sign that Catherine is doing something right, so stay with me until the very end. Catherine Bell has lived long enough to understand the dynamics of public attention. Even though they have only seen her on a screen, they identify her, talk about her, and feel as though they know her. She has a face that seems familiar, like someone you've seen for a long time. Additionally, it becomes a larger conversation than it should when someone like that blogs or shows up in a casual beach moment. The crucial point is that being self-assured at 56 is not indecent. It's not incorrect. It's not surprising. It's typical. However, the internet isn't usually typical. It can be strange, unjust, and judgmental, particularly with regard to women. Some people act as though wearing certain clothes or feeling attractive had an age restriction. However, that is fictional. It's not a true rule. That's just people making other people feel uncomfortable. The fact that Catherine's professional image has frequently been associated with strong, stable roles, characters who feel competent, composed, and in control, makes this even more intriguing. People react so strongly when they see her in a different context because of this. It doesn't fit the tiny mental frame they created for her, not because she did anything wrong. They wish for her to remain in one version indefinitely. However, it is not how actual people operate. Individuals develop, evolve, and reveal new aspects of themselves. Let's now discuss why the term indecent is used so frequently. It's often just a weapon. It's a method of embarrassing someone without expressing discomfort. Some people attempt to dominate the other person rather than taking responsibility for their emotions. They pretend that it's about standards, but in reality, it's about judgment. The worst aspect is that because negativity spreads quickly on the internet, that judgment may spread swiftly. However, there's more to it. There are others who find inspiration in a self-assured lady for every offensive remark. They witness a woman in her 50s going about her life, taking pleasure in the present, appearing content, and not expressing regret. That is important. Because a lot of people have been taught to blend in, hide, shrink, and remain silent. It can be powerful to witness someone refuse to do that. Additionally, people confuse having a body with trying to shock in these discussions. They are not interchangeable. A swimsuit is just that, a swimsuit. A beach is just that, a beach. A person's problem arises when they view an ordinary photo and mentally transform it into something filthy. Not her. Let's face it, extremes are popular on the internet. Seldom does it state, "She looks nice." Because dramatic language generates clicks, it says things like "she's the most this" or "the most that." That's the entire game. People tap more when the headline is louder. However, when you slow down and examine the reality, it's typically straightforward. It was an ordinary incident that was made into a dramatic narrative. This is the most crucial part, so keep watching to the very end. The fact that Catherine Bell is being discussed in this way is evidence that society is still catching up. Some people still find it unsettling when a self-assured lady over 50 defies the stereotype that women should become invisible as they age. In actuality, that antiquated notion is disappearing. It is no longer as widely believed as it once was. Let her live is becoming more and more popular among viewers. Let her enjoy herself. Let her have self-assurance. And that change is beneficial. Therefore, avoid repeating those negative labels whenever you come across them online. Don't give them food. You can still be respectful even if you don't agree with every stylistic decision someone makes. Because age is not a justification for attacking someone, and confidence is not a crime. Like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment on the next celebrity topic you want to see if you want more videos that distinguish reality from hype. And give this to someone who needs a reminder that becoming older does not equate to getting smaller.